Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna start off with like my introduction for the news, and then I'll ask you the first question.
Okay.
Welcome back to Alumni Corner. I'm here with Ashton Marcum. First, do you want to tell us about your journey from OCHS to becoming a general manager of retail in Tennessee?
Yeah, so I went into high school kind of knowing that I wanted to pursue a career in sports. It was just something that I always had a passion for, and you have to do a job for a lot of your life. So I got the advice to kind of pick something that I was passionate for. And in doing that, I got the opportunity in high school also to take some online classes over at JCTC. And I really think that that helped me once I got to my college part of my education at WKU to really jump into the classes that I was most interested in, marketing, sports management, and to not focus as much on the gen ed. So um, I started with that. I completed all of my general education classes through JCTC while I was still an Owen County High School student. And then I graduated in 2015 and went to WKU and majored in marketing with a minor in business and data analytics. WKU didn't have a sports marketing major. I would have done that if they had that, but I just ended up taking sports management classes. And I did two internships while I was at WKU, one for the Bowling Green Hot Rods minor league baseball team. And then I also interned for WKU athletics. So both of those really kind of just confirmed my love for that career path. And I continued to make connections and ended up getting offered a position as a merchandise coordinator with the Dallas Cowboys. So as soon as I graduated college in 2019, I moved out to Dallas, didn't know anyone, and found an apartment and started working there for the Cowboys. I did 4 seasons there. In doing that, I was able to work some other special events like Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, the Indianapolis 500, the NFL draft in Las Vegas, and some other smaller events there at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Several concerts, WrestleMania, rodeo, PBR, whatnot, and just kind of expand my experience in the event industry, but also, focusing on moving up in the NFL. I got the opportunity to take a position here in Nashville last year. That kind of just put me closer to home, and Nashville is always a city that I wanted to live in. So moved to Nashville last spring and took a retail operations manager role. And then over the last year, the company changed from Legends Merchandise to Fanatics, and I applied for the general manager role and was accepted in the spring of this year.
All right. I know you kind of already, the next question is what made you want to pursue this type of career? And you already said like your love for sports and wanting to be around it. So I'll just skip over that one. So the next one is how would you describe a day in your life?
Yeah, so it's not the same thing every day, which is something that I really love about this career. I have an office, as you can see, that I sit in, and I, have some emails that I answer. I also manage a staff of about 6 to 8 people, sometimes up to 10 to 12 if we're really busy, because we do have a store here at the stadium that's open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's normally kind of my schedule during the week. And then I occasionally work in the store on the weekends. Also, I work all of the home games here at Nissan Stadium and some of the events that we host. Um, so a typical day is, coming in, checking with the staff, making sure that they're all set on whatever they're working on that day. Um, I'm kind of here as, to answer questions for them and kind of keep them on track, while also handling all of my like daily tasks that come down from my boss. So my boss isn't located here. He's over the entire East region. So it's kind of like you have a certain kind of things that you have to get done over a week or a month period, and I'm responsible of doing that. And I don't really have anyone that's checking in on me every day, so I enjoy that. I like that. But I can always call and get a hold of someone if I have any questions or whatnot. But we also run a warehouse here. All of the jerseys, hats, t-shirts that we sell come in off of like a UPS or a FedEx truck. So a big part of our operation is getting all those jerseys off the dock, getting them into our warehouse. We have to open up all the boxes and make sure that if Nike said they sent us 20 jerseys, that the 20 jerseys are actually there. And then we re-tag them with a special tag that we use here at the stadium. And yeah, then from there, the merchandise goes to a store throughout the stadium, and I have staff that kind of handle all of that. So I'm really just here kind of managing, making sure everyone stays on track, giving new projects. So there's a lot of walking around the stadium. There's sometimes you get your hands dirty. And then some days I spend more time in my office than I like to.
All right. What is your favorite part about your job?
Yeah, I think it's that fact that, it's not a computer. I'm not sitting at a computer all day. I'm not on the phone all day. I knew pretty early on in high school and college that that wasn't something that interested me. Some people in accounting or finance or whatnot, like they like that, and that's fine. But I don't have to do the same thing every day. It's not repetitive. There's always new tasks that come up. There's a lot of problem solving and thinking on your feet. Um, and like you have to be creative in the way of, all right, we have, 144 Will Levis jerseys that we need to spread out between several different stores. So just, using the skills that I've learned over several events and being able to like visually merchandise stuff, I really enjoy that part of the job. And I also get like getting to know the people that I hire and building those relationships. So some of, I spend a lot of my days with these people, and so they become like family, and that's an awesome part of the job as well.
Was there a favorite teacher that impacted you the most?
There was a lot actually. Everybody knows Owen County is pretty small, so everybody knows everybody. But um, I would say, some of my coaches that, Miss Wesselman, she was
Hmm.
Klein when I was there, but
She's still
she was my
Klein.
basketball coach, and yeah, um, she was my basketball coach, but also my science teacher. And there was a lot of memories that I have with her. Miss Hearn is a great one. Spent a lot of time in her classroom as well. Um, but yeah.
What was your favorite memory here at Owen County?
Ooh, that's a tough one. The first thing that comes to my mind is homecoming and powder puff flag football. Um, I'm in a career now of football. I've always loved it, so that was a really fun time just playing flag football against all the other grade levels. And then just I think being a part of sports teams in a small town is a special thing that not everybody gets to experience. And um, a lot of my high school memories were either in the gym, in the weight room, traveling on a bus with, all of my teammates. And so that's one of my favorite things about Owen County is just how close-knit the community is and how they rally around the sports teams.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is the last question. Or if you could go back in time, what would you tell your high school self slash what advice would you give to current students?
Okay, so what I would tell myself going back into high school is to not really give up on a dream. So I remember kind of having a conversation with my parents, like, yeah, I'm gonna work in the NFL one day. And I could kind of see on their face, they were like, okay, like whatever you say. And not that they didn't support me, they did. But I mean, it was a very kind of pipe dream at the time to come from a really small town, and the closest team there is the Bengals, and they weren't really performing well, and they're like, I can't imagine you moving that far away. And when that opportunity came to go to the Cowboys, I was like, I told you so. Like you know, um, I put in the time, I put in the effort, I made the connections, I networked, and yeah, I would just tell myself in high school, like, stick with your dream. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't accomplish it, because I now get to live it out every day, and I absolutely love what I get to do. And um, what was the other part? What advice would I give to
Current
high
students.
school
Yeah.
students? Um, Really just put some time and effort into thinking about what you want to do as your career. Mine was kind of an easy one for me, but I know some people often struggle with, I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of my life. And, they kind of settle for what's easy. And so I would say, ask some people around you, ask your family, ask your friends, like, what do you see me doing? And it might shock you of what they say, and then stick with it and give it a chance. When I moved to Dallas, I had no clue that sports retail was even a thing. Like, I obviously knew that football teams played in a football stadium, but the amount of work and time that goes into, setting up a store and selling all that merchandise, I didn't know anything about it. And so I kind of told myself I'll go out there and do anything for a year. And I think sometimes that scares people away when they're thinking about a career, is just taking that risk and that jump. So my advice would be to just find something that you're passionate about, give it a try. If you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. You can try something else, but you might end up loving it and falling in love with it like I did.
Yep. All right, well, that was the last of the questions. So thank you for doing this. We'll only post like a few clips on the actual news. If you have you watched the other ones by chance on
I
the
haven't seen
page?
them yet.
They're usually on the posted on the Facebook page, I think, and then they're on the OCHS Live YouTube. So we're just gonna do a few sneak peek clips in there, and then the full length of the interview will be posted separate. So if you want to go watch
Okay,
it,
awesome.
check
Well,
out
thank
the
you.
Facebook. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.